Hi guys, my name is Meg. Thanks for coming back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing a book review on a book I finished yesterday. It is called SPUD, S-P-U-D, and the author is C.T. Ray. This is the book cover. It is a free book on Amazon Kindle. So make sure you go ahead and download this one because it is a very good one. It is short. Um, it is a dog story. I love dog stories, except for sad dog stories. But this was a good dog story. It's about this boy and his dog named Spud. Excuse me. Who are buddies. They're best buddies. His mom and dad don't let Spud in the house because he's like a mangy old dog and stuff like that. The first chapter is he snuck Spud into the house and he was under the bed and he leaves food for him. And Spud goes in every night and sleeps with him until it's time for him to go in the morning so his mom doesn't catch him. Well, he had put some food for him under the bed and the dog started like choking and gagging on it. And his mom came in because he would be in big trouble if that happened. And he's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like trying to fake throw up. The boy is trying to like fake throw up to sound and imitate the sounds the dog was making because the dog was choking on a piece of like hamburger meat or something. It was super cute, super funny. And then in the book, it goes on, they go on these different adventures. The dog goes with him to school every day, sits outside, waits for him. It's all these like funny short little adventures that he has with this dog. And it's really cool. But the dog's kind of a menace. So he gets in a lot of mischief, especially the dog hates rabbits and he chases rabbits everywhere. So it went on this really long thing about this one time he had chased a rabbit through a field and got a bull all worked up, and a bull got stuck in a chicken coop for like 3 days because of it, because the bull had gone right through it. And just some funny stories, and it's really cool. And then their last one, because this is part of a series of books. So at the last couple chapters of the book, what had happened was they went out and they were trying to catch some fish out in the river, and Spud goes with him everywhere. And the boy had fell and smashed his head in the river, got himself knocked out, smashed his head wide open and was drowning. And the dog saved him and dragged him almost, I want to say, a mile to where his parents could they found him. He was lost for almost 2 days. And he almost died. He had lost a lot of blood. His whole head was all gashed up and stuff. And the dog wouldn't leave his side at all. It's based in a rural country area where they have a barn and they have barn chores and and it seems like it's been set back a while because there aren't a lot of rules. So it seems like it was a while, I don't know. I don't want to say a long time ago, but it's definitely not in this new age. You bring a dog to school now and you'll be in big trouble. But it was really good. It was a heartfelt book. The drowning part reminded me a lot of the dogs I've had in my life. I have a dog. Our dog Wiggles. Anytime the kids get in the kiddie pool, she doesn't like it. And if they start screaming or splashing around, she doesn't like it. She'll get right in the pool and then she'll just stand over them like, "Are you okay?" It just is funny to just kind of I know dogs who act like this dog, and they're some of the best dogs I've ever had. I had a dog named Doodle who literally, if you're in the pool and you act like you're drowning, he will jump in and grab you by your hair and pull you out, even if you aren't. And I brought him everywhere. He went everywhere with me. Sadly, he passed away, but yeah, it's just, you have dogs like this. Like, you can, if you read this and you're a dog person, you can see parts of your dog in this story to where you believe that this is completely, for 100% real. And from the way the author talks about the book, it does seem like this, it could have been a real story. Because towards the end of the book, they're like, I wanted you to know, since this is the first story I'm writing about my dog, I need to cover the bases first. I could go on to tell you about the coons, snakes, possums, cats, and many other things the SPUD has protected me from. I could tell you about the many funny things that he did, and I may one day. I just want to tell you a few to show you the character of my dog. He never would hurt or bother anything, unless they would try to hurt me first. So I think this might be a true story. It doesn't say it or anything anywhere else, but this is only the first book. There is another book. It's called SPUD Book 2 Tornado. So that could be another one. I didn't get that one because it wasn't free. So that could be another one that maybe it'll go more into detail about it. If you're one of my friends or family and you're watching this, we lost our best friend, Otis, the day after Valentine's Day. So that's still fresh. Dog stories get me. I can't. We can't even watch dog commercials, and we hadn't been able to watch any dog commercials lately. But even when we had Otis, and Otis was all alive and fat and like stuff, we still couldn't watch dog commercials or even like the TV shows with dogs in them and stuff. We're just suckers. We're suckers. But I needed a dog story because I miss him a lot. I miss him an awful lot. And it's hard. Like, I read a lot of dog stories lately. I've read 3, so that's not really a lot. I've read 3. And this one I felt was the best one, so that's why I've got to talk about this one, or I would have talked about a couple other ones. Plus, I just finished this one, so it's a lot fresher in my mind. But it was a really good book, and it's free. So, I like dog stories. I haven't read cat stories, so I have one I'm downloading, but I don't know. I like cats, I like dogs, but dog stories are good. The Dog's Purpose books, I don't think I can do them. I've seen the movies. I don't think I can read those books because those are just too much. But you'll have to download this one. One thing that happened when I was trying to look in, because I like to give credit to the authors on my pages, so I copy their links to their pages. And when I went to this author's website, I got a weird message saying that it didn't error. We looked everywhere for this page, but it's gone. It was a Wix address for that. So, yeah, I don't know how much more. It says I can follow the author on here. And I was just trying to see what other things they had. I didn't know how many books there were. But it was good. It was good. It was funny. Definitely funny. And it kind of gets you giggling a little bit. But, yeah, it says there's 2 books in the series. So I'd say those are just the only 2. Could be wrong, but. So this book was 60 pages, so short. So that's good. I feel like if you want to get into reading short stuff is a lot easier at first, and then get into the long stuff. I read short stuff because I have about 9 other books going that are like hundreds of pages long. That, and when they're short, they are easier for me to read other books and those books at the same time. However, that one I did a review on before this review, that one was a hard one. That was hard. I had to put all the other books away for that one. But yeah, so this was SPUD. go ahead, check it out, see if it's something, you might like. Even if you might want to read it to maybe if you have older kids, that would be a great book. It's totally appropriate. There's nothing inappropriate in that book at all. That would be a good heartfelt book, a family read. That would be a good one for free. So yeah, so that's my dog book review. I love dog books, but I can only read them if they're not gonna make me cry. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to me ramble on, and yeah. So go ahead, go download that. There'll be a link to it in the description. Also, if you guys don't have a Kindle Fire and you're like, you read a lot on that Fire, you might want to get one. If you want to get one, I don't know if I would suggest maybe doing it now because I know that Amazon isn't sending or isn't supposed to be sending stuff that isn't like super essential to people. But maybe wait until some of this stuff dies down and then get yourself one. They're cheap. I got that one for like $30. So it's cheap. They're cheap. You can do a lot of things with them. It's just like a phone. You just can't make a phone call. But I only read on mine, and it's been great. It's totally worth the money. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Have a good day. Bye.